So that is the end of my long run for the week. Saturday morning, 10:35, and I can relax for the remainder of the day. It's a nice feeling. But the only problem is that I'm about 4 miles away from home still, but I factored this in, so I'm going to just walk home and have a bit of a chat to the camera and just spout off a little bit, you know, like you do. So in this crazy world we live in, as the song says, Live and Let Die by Wings, Paul McCartney and Wings, let's get that right. I had a thought of, why do I even bother doing this stuff? It's a very good question, and one I'll answer in this video. So in this day and age, everybody has got access to technology like what I'm holding, this DJI Osmo Action 4, and there's better models out there. There's drones, there's really small cameras, there's ones that fit on your cap. The technology has made some massive leap forwards in the last few years, and that's meant that people can do things like YouTube channels relatively cheaply. And in some cases, a lot of people have started with just a smartphone recording, because the quality of the smartphones has got so much better, which has meant that there's a glut of content out there, and I'm adding to it, which is a bit depressing really. I'm just one of tens of thousands, probably even hundreds of thousands of people doing the same sort of thing. And then of course you throw into the mix the AI stop. I don't know why I needed the quote marks. We all know what AI stop is. It's that video that you get drawn to because it's got a really interesting thumbnail about running, about, my god, I can't believe this athlete's been caught cheating, and this, that and the other. Has got a nice picture and all sorts of things like that that really attract you in. A good title, good SEO they call it. Morning. Mustn't forget my manners. And again, all of these things contributed. Why do I even bother doing this? Why do I bother spending all this time and money for absolutely no reward just to tell my story? And that's exactly why I do it, because I want to tell my story. Because if I don't tell my story, nobody else is going to do it for me. I mean, Christopher Nolan did make an offer. Spielberg said he was interested at one point, but quite frankly, I think they were going to just make me look too good, and I'm a modest chap. So let's start by not so much telling a story, but telling you what my story is, what the script is, what the plan is for 2026. I had to think for a second there what year it was. So, as with the last couple of years, my focus is on marathons. And like a lot of people, I didn't get into London. But I wasn't upset, because that meant I had other options. I'd already lined up about 4 or 5 marathons if I hadn't got into London. To choose one of them, not to do all of them, for God's sake. I'm not Ben Parks, for God's sake. So I chose the Manchester Marathon. And that's on April the 19th, 2026. And I'm currently ankle deep in the training plan for that. Not so much a plan, but just a weekly evolving kind of thing that I've got to do this amount this week. Not following any structured plan, just a methodology of 80% easy, zone 2, and 20% hard. Oh my god, I think my heart's going to explode sort of running. And the reason I'm doing that is because that methodology has stood me in good stead for the last couple of years. Certainly last year, I took to it sensibly and was structuring it so that I was doing as close as I could to 80-20. You can never do it perfectly. And I got my PB at Copenhagen, 3 hours, 40 minutes and 6 seconds. And then in Valencia, later on that year, yes, I'm going to mention Valencia again, I got it down to 3 hours, well, got in at 3 hours 42. I didn't get it down, actually. It was a bit slower, but mitigating circumstances and all that. Now, there will be other races. In actual fact, I've got one in March in Cheshire, a run-through event, a half marathon, just to see how the legs are feeling. I'm considering the Port Sunlight 10k again, because I don't think I gave it my all. I think I was still recovering from Copenhagen at that time, and there's bound to be others. There's a whole year ahead of me I can fill with things to do. Of course, my spring marathon is Manchester, but my autumn marathon, as I said, 2 marathons this year, is going to be Tallinn in Estonia, and that's going to be a proper jolly. Taking my mum, my daughter and my wife to the Estonian capital city, and we're going to have a jolly good time. Right up until the point I finish the marathon, in which case it's going to be miserable for all of them because I'll be like a bear with a sore head. So that's it. That's what 2026 currently looks like, and things can change. I know for a fact that things can change, sometimes on a minute-by-minute basis. But whatever happens this year, I'm going to give it my best, because there's no point going in half-hearted with these sort of things. So thankfully a nice short video this week. You don't have to spend too much time watching it. You're probably not even touched your cup of tea. The biscuits are probably all gone. I know what you like. So this is me signing off for another video. And of course, it's obligatory. You've got to say it. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click the notification icon to get reminded when I post new videos like this one. My God, it's almost like I know what I'm doing now. Anyway, take care, and hopefully you'll see me. I won't see you, because this is a one-way thing. Only you can see me in the next video. Take care. Bye now.